So how do we craft stories that aren't just heard but felt? The key lies in structure and details. A well-told story has a clear beginning, middle, and the end, and each part plays a very important role in guiding the audience through an emotional journey. Well, for the beginning, you need to introduce the context, set the stage for what's coming, and that is your chance to capture the attention with the hook, something that instantly resonates. In the middle, present the conflict or challenge. It's where you dive into the heart of the narrative, sharing vulnerabilities, struggles, and the raw emotions that define the journey. And in the end, resolve the conflict, offer clarity, and provide a strong call to action. The conclusion should leave the audience inspired and equipped with the lesson or path forward. So when you write your story, don't shy away from using vivid imagery and sensory details. Invite your listeners to see, hear, or feel the emotion embedded in your narrative. And once at the team meeting, where the facilitator described a challenge as like trying to navigate through a thick fog, where every step forward was met with uncertainty. Instantly, we were all imagining situations where things weren't clear-cut, making the obstacles both relatable and memorable. And here's another tip. Always end your narrative with an invitation for the audience to act or reflect. It might be as simple as like, now think about a moment in your work where you faced challenge. What did you learn from it? And this not only solidifies the lesson, but also encourage engagement from your team. So now let's talk about putting these storytelling principles to real work. Whether you are a team leader, a project manager, or simply someone who values authentic communication, practicing your story skills can be a game changer. So let me offer 5 practical steps you can take. Number 1, practice regular reflections. Set aside time at the end of each day or week to jot down moments during your work where you experience vulnerability. Consider the lessons learned and the emotion felt. And over time, you will have a rich repository of stories that demonstrates growth and resilience. 2. Tailor your stories to your audience. Different teams or situations might call for different narratives. For instance, a sales team might benefit more from stories about overcoming rejection, building relationship, whereas a product development team might need the narrative centered around trial, error, and breakthrough successes. 3. Encourage sharing. Create an environment where your team feels safe to share their own stories. And this could be through regular story rounds in meeting or a shared internal blog where everyone can post more narratives about their work experiences. And I recall from my experience a corporate workshop where employees partner up and share one significant moment of vulnerability. And that led to unprecedented trust and creativity across the teams. 4. Use storytellings in meetings. When discussing new projects or challenges, start by sharing a brief personal anecdote, that highlights a similar challenge you have faced. And that not only sets a tone of openness, but also invites team members to share their insights and ideas without the fear of being judged. So 5. Develop a leadership brand built around authenticity. When you consistently share honest experiences, you begin to craft an identity as a leader who values not just results, but the people behind them. And this kind of leadership transcends traditional hierarchical models, paving the ways for innovation and deep, meaningful connections. So speaking from experiences, I've witnessed teams transform when the leaders start with vulnerability. At one particular company meeting, the head of communications began by sharing a story of how miscommunication almost derailed a crucial project. So instead of blaming the team, he was open about his role in the oversight. And that moment did more than merely resolve a conflict. It sparked a conversation about process improvements, personal accountability, and the importance of clear, empathetic communication. And that day, the team not only fixed a problem, they built a stronger and more trusting workplace culture.